welcome to this week's episode of the Ramblin' Reynolds podcast, hosted by Jesse Reynolds, and I'm joined by, once again, my lovely wife, Jillian Winters.
Hello.
I guess this week we'll discuss New Year's, what we did for New Year's.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't really talk about that.
Well, we recorded on, Thursday, and New Year's Eve was Friday.
Right.
I have my days right, correct?
Correct.
Also, this might be a short podcast because we got a new mic, but it's very short, so I have to stay hunched over.
Oh. Well,
I
sorry.
think my back's locking up.
And those had good reviews. Whoops.
No, it sounds good. Keep going. At least I think the test we did sounds good.
Well, anyways.
This is the pain for excellence.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, you can always get different stands.
I literally could just put it on a book.
Okay. Well, I mean,
Actually, why don't I do that right now?
you can get like these fancy boom stands that clamp to the desk, and then they just like come down.
I just put it on top of the book that I finished for book club, and this works a lot better. And I've seen those fancy mic stands on the ASMR videos I watch.
Yeah.
It's just BT Dub, if anyone wants to just like cry incessantly in like kind of a cathartic way, I highly suggest Migrations by Charlotte McConaughey. It's the book we read for book club.
Okay.
Sorry, continue what were we talking about?
New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
Yep. So, we went to a friend's house for a game night / New Year's Eve party. And, it was a lot of fun.
It was. I forgot, like, the one game I really, really wanted to play.
What was that?
The code names.
Oh, yeah, you didn't bring it. That's right.
Yeah. And then Dave and Pam brought Never Have I Ever, which was going to be really fun, like a cardboard version game of it. But someone got them the family edition.
Must have been some Puritan.
That game was like, they call it the family edition. I think it's like how you get your kids to snitch on themselves.
Oh.
Because most of those were like, I never have I ever figured out the password on the child lock on the Google Chrome, or, you know, things like that. Or like, never have I ever snooped in mom's jewelry drawer. Like things where it's like, you're asking your kid to call themselves out.
Yeah.
Sketch.
Also, this is the first week we've used 2 condenser mics. So, I don't know if Jill said that.
I said, well, we got new mics.
Oh, well, anyways, we both have condenser mics.
Were you listening to anything I said about New Year's?
Oh, yeah, I was. Because you said, it was just like...
You just wanted to talk about condenser mics?
Yeah, it was just lame. It was... Well, like, every now and then people would just, like, be like, all right, the hell with these cards. I'm going to do my own adult-themed, never have ever, very filthy, never have ever.
Found out some things about our family.
Can't repeat them.
Yep.
So, wish I hadn't known some of that stuff.
Well, here we are.
Yeah.
My favorite was... when it was one of the cards, and it was like, never have I ever thought I was a genius. And people were like, oh, I mean, yeah, like I've done something where I'm like, oh my gosh, that was so smart, I'm such a genius. And Jesse was like, I just think I'm a genius.
Very narcissistic, yeah. And
I just think I'm great. It was just over there, no hiding it.
No.
Oh, that made me laugh.
It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then, what other games we play? We played a Zoll at some point.
We did, yes, because I refused to leave anywhere.
Oh, yeah.
We played those betting games. It was my first time ever that I've, like, really actually won money. I mean, we gambled with, like, $3. The game, it was Liar's Dice. I had never heard of it before, but it was really fun. It was kind of like the game Bullshit, like with cards where you have to call people out and there's like consequences if you're wrong or like.
Oh, I haven't played Bullshit in a while.
I know, it's been so long because it was just like it would go on for so long. This was, this was different, and I won.
Yep. And then we played some card game where we betted money.
Yeah, that was kind of luck.
Yeah, I forgot.
Because, like, you could trade your card. You didn't want to have the lowest card on the board, and you could trade it, but if someone flipped over the king, which was the highest, then you couldn't trade. So sometimes you'd just be stuck with the lowest card no matter what.
Yeah, and I got... And then it was like down to 3 people, and I still had... So the way the gambling side worked was whoever had money left still, like who didn't lose the round, won.
Yeah.
Which, that's dead giveaway, but we all had like $6 and...
If you lost, you put in $1 into the pot. It was $3 for that card game.
Oh, okay, so it was $3 a game, that's right.
So you had to pay up your $3, you were out.
Right.
And you went until only one person had money left.
So we played, so I still had 2, and I think everyone else had 1 left, and it was down to 3 people. And I was like, oh man, I might win this. And then I lost 2 rounds in a row. I was like, God damn it. I was like, God's sake. But anyways, I lost. And it was like on a 10 too. That was the lowest card, was a 10.
Yeah, see, that's kind of why it's luck.
Yeah.
Like, this strategy is to decide if you're going to pass or not. But if you have a 10, it seems likely that someone's going to have a lower card, just statistically.
Yeah.
Whereas the dice game, it was luck, but it was more in if you had to figure out if the person in front of you was lying or not.
Mm.
And if you chose to believe them, then it was luck because you had to like roll better basically than what they did. And it's the dice are in a box, only you can see it. So you might not roll better and you have to lie, or you might actually roll better and have the truth. So that it's luck there, but it's figuring out when to call people that was kind of the skill.
Right. So
it came down to me and David in the last round.
Yeah.
And he probably would have won, except he like actually said what he rolled. He could have said something. He could have. Yeah, he didn't stop to think through it far enough.
Yeah. You could be like, I rolled double 4s, and actually you could have rolled 2 1s.
Yeah.
Or something,
Yeah, he said something that was at what he actually rolled, and it was on the lower end, so I knew it was true.
Mm-hmm.
And I lucked out by getting a higher roll, so high that he was like had to call me on it, and it was true. But like if he had said something more in the middle, I might have, like if he had said something really high, like he could have like goaded me into calling him even. Anyways.
Yeah. And also, like, that game probably goes with, like, well, can I do that? Do I have $2? Can I risk it?
Yeah,
that sort of thing. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So factors, variables, whatnot.
Yeah. Well, and since New Year's, we've been quarantining, kind of. Yeah. Not really.
So that party was a bit of a spreader event, or a potential spreader event, because someone there was exposed to COVID. But I have since got tested twice, technically, with a at-home test, and then at the dental school I got tested with a saliva test, and I was negative. And then what you said, Dave and Pam were negative.
Yeah, they were neg. I haven't gotten.
Yeah, you haven't gotten your test results because it's being sent via the Pony Express.
Yeah, I got the PCR. I lucked out because like I was like looking on what like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, something like that. I think I booked it Monday maybe. And they were booked out for like till Saturday or Sunday to get an actual test. And I kept like putting it off and putting off like, meh, I don't want to wait that long. Meh. So I was trying to call urgent care and none of the urgent cares answered all day, which was kind of creepy. Like what were they doing? But anyways, I guess someone canceled because there was one random appointment at like Bethalto on Tuesday the next day. So I scheduled it right away. So just waiting on results, but I feel fine. So I assume we're neg, which is good to know the boosters work. Because like I was breathing in all that COVID air for hours.
Yeah. And, so how'd you, get the Pony Express back together?
You're still going on that joke?
You gotta do the callback.
That's not what a callback is.
That is a callback.
A callback is natural? That was not natural. That was planned.
Well, anyways, it was still a callback.
It felt more like a draw out.
Do you know what a callback is?
I know what a callback is. It's like at the end when Jim Gaffigan calls back to one of the first jokes he did to close out the show.
Yeah.
I know what a callback is. That hadn't been long enough for a callback.
Well, anyways, that's semantics with your opinions there.
What were we talking about?
Well, I don't know. You had long enough to think about the horses that the Pony Express used to deliver to try to get your results in.
Okay. We're done.
You laughed.
I did laugh the first time.
You just laughed now.
Okay, we're done. We're done. It's over.
All right.
I shot the horses. They're dead.
Anyways, I don't know. I just knew that one was pretty good at the initial one, at least.
The initial one, yes, was good. But you distracted me. I had something to say and I don't remember. Oh, I remember. It's that I know we got vaxxed and we're boosted and everything. And, so we really didn't need to quarantine and stuff. I've been, one thing I'm so curious about, and I know it's not priority, we won't really get an answer, is just the fact that neither of us have gotten COVID prior to this. We've been careful in terms of mask wearing, but we haven't been that careful.
No.
I wonder if there are, certain types of aspects of people that make them less immune or more immune or whatever, I
mean, I take vitamin D just about every day. So.
You take the vitamin D, which is supposed to be really helpful. I've started taking, I should be taking my bariatric multivitamin anyway. I've started taking it since New Year's, and that has vitamin D and zinc, which is supposed to be really helpful.
Yeah, I don't take zinc.
But I don't,
Maybe I should.
Yeah, why haven't we gotten it before? I don't want it. I'm glad we haven't gotten it.
Yeah, I don't want it either.
But it just seems odd.
Yeah. But I'm glad I'm thankful that I'm boosted.
Yes.
And I don't know, and I'm glad that knowing that no one's, I guess, I hope everyone, who actually got it recovers well.
Yes. Yeah, I'm glad that Omicron seems less rough.
Omicron.
Omicron.
Omicron. All right. Anyways, on that note,
let's go back to talking about New Year's. What's your resolutions?
I knew one thing that was I'm harping on myself about probably is I don't know. I just was talking a lot of trash behind people's back.
Yeah.
And and I don't want to continue that behavior.
You weren't talking too much trash. Like, you weren't just, like, constantly negging people. But I noticed you did get a little bit meaner when we moved up here.
Okay.
And I think it's because our friends up here in general have a more sarcastic sense of humor. And it was kind of morphing to that, but it wasn't... It was coming off meaner than it was meant.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm glad you're going to stop talking trash. I'll support you. No, I won't. Yes, I will. I love drama.
Well, anyways, I don't need any affirmations or whatever from you. I mean, I love you, but...
Oh, you don't need my support?
I mean, I don't necessarily need it. I mean, it would be nice, but if you're going to give it. But anyways.
All right, I'll start by not supporting you and goading you into talking crap about people. And we'll see
just
how
said
long
a minute
this
ago.
lasts.
You just said a minute ago that you love drama. So, what are you talking about?
I don't like talking bad about people behind their backs. I like hearing I'm nosy.
You like hearing other people's drama.
I like knowing what's going on in everyone's life at all time. I don't necessarily like hearing bad things being said about people. I think they're different.
Yeah.
They're all kind of gossipy, but one's a little less mean-spirited.
Yeah.
Just nosier.
And one thing that I've I don't know if I picked it up in 2021 or what, but I like seethe or whatever the word is. Like, I'd be like, darn it, or something like that.
Mutter under your breath.
Yeah.
Seethe's a good word.
So I'm going to seethe in silence. So if I hate someone, I'm not going to react audibly. I'll react in my mind. And then I can develop a more imaginative seethe in my mind. It may be more dark. That's your imagination.
Or maybe you could practice some positivity and gratitude, Jesse.
Oh, kill them with kindness sort of thing?
Like when you get annoyed at someone who calls in at work to get their computer fixed, instead of being annoyed and being like, oh, this idiot, be thankful that they're calling in, because if they were able to fix the computer themselves, you wouldn't have a job.
That's true. And, I don't mind helping people at all.
Yes, he does.
It's just, okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Well, if I'm going to call someone, an idiot per se, it wouldn't be because they couldn't fix it or didn't know what it was because,
their attitude.
Yeah, I don't know, you've met somebody who's clueless. I'm sure you have in your life.
Yeah, I call people idiots all the time.
Yeah, so those people. Most people aren't those people when I say clueless. So, or my definition of clueless. So, that I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Because,
I'm confused. Yeah, let's move on.
Anyways, okay. Carry on.
So those are your two resolutions, to seethe in silence?
No, I've been reading.
Oh yeah, you have been reading.
I've been reading. I think that I want to exercise more eventually. I'm still working this toe thing out. I probably should call a podiatrist and see
now
what's
that you're
going.
negative, you should.
Yeah, because well, I also have to get my tooth fixed, I think, because I have sensitivity. Oh, I guess I didn't tell you that one.
No, you did.
No,
I need to get a dentist. I haven't gone to the dentist since before COVID. And I have 8. I can tell I have 8 cavities.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to go to the...
Oh, no, I'm not going to the dental school.
Oh, okay.
My body's too fickle with numbing agent. Like, I can't just be a normal person.
Sure.
I either need all of it or none of it.
Well, it's a good chance if you go to a dentist around here, they probably are affiliated with the school.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I just don't want to go on someone who's just learning.
Okay.
I'm a little too... I got a tough mouth. Okay, it's a minefield in there, and it's itsy bitsy.
Minefield?
There's cavities everywhere. There's fillings everywhere. I don't know why my parents wasted money on braces, because I'm just going to have to get dentures by the time I'm 35 anyway.
Man, that's quite dark.
I got real soft teeth, man.
Anyways, let's, what are your resolutions besides your, demilitarized zone that's in your mouth?
Okay, so so normally I do the 20 for 2020, 21 for 2021, that stuff. That was too much for me, so I decided to set, I broke the year into three periods. So every 4 months I'll kind of reevaluate my goals, and I set them according to the 8 areas of wellness, according to SAMHSA, which, hold on, let me pull up and read. Can you stop futzing with your legs while I do this? Thank you. Jesse's making a lot of noise under the table. Okay, this 8 areas of wellness: occupational, physical, social, spiritual, emotional/mental, environmental, financial, and intellectual. So a lot of those to me overlap, but occupational, my first one, I put that I either need to just apply to a master's program. I don't have to go. I don't have to get in. I just have to apply. Or I have to take the GRE. I got to do something because I'm just stuck in indecision. Physical, the one I want to do right now, since I suffer from acid reflux or whatever's going on with my body, it's a lot better if I just schedule my meal times and I just eat on schedule, because the way my stomach acid is, I feel hungry literally all of the time. So if I tried to do intuitive eating, I literally just eat because I always feel like I'm hungry. So scheduled eating, I'm going to get into that. I'm also going to try and decrease my acid meds. Spiritual, I'm starting the read a Bible in the year, or it's a app, and not an app, it's like a podcast. Read a couple chapters every day, and then they talk about it for 5 minutes. So I'm trying that. Social, I want to. Did I run this by you, Jesse? I want to do monthly game nights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if anyone's interested in joining us for monthly game nights, hit us up. We'll give you the deets. I have not broached this with Jesse yet. Our date night idea jar, it's been on my goal list for a while for us to finally use it.
Okay.
The one where people put date night ideas at our wedding, I'd like to use that.
Some of those are criminal.
Yes, we will not be committing arson while doing a dirty Sanchez or whatever else people put on there.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's a thing. We'll have to weed through the joke ones. Environmental is, I want to get a catio made for the kitties. So my dad said if we bought a plan, I sent him a plan and asked if we bought it, would he walk us through building it? And he said yes, so that could be awesome. And Luther's, the average is 1 to 2 years for his diagnosis, and he's at 1.5 years. And he needs a fucking catio. He deserves it. He deserves everything in the world. He needs a catio. Financial, I need to figure out my retirement. I know that's really boring, but I have different retirement accounts from my jobs. I need to wrap them all up into one. And intellectual, this is kind of year long, as is the monthly game night and stuff. But read 22 books in 2022. And I already read one. Yay.
Oh, okay.
Check. Done.
And I'm working on one.
Yes. if anyone is interested in my update of my 21 for 2021, it's on my Instagram but make it neon. I posted a little update there. So,
okay.
Oh, you sound so thrilled.
That's just how I talk.
Okay.
Do you want to do a kitty corner this episode, or?
Oh, are we not doing like current events or anything?
I don't have any. I didn't look anything up.
I tried to look things up, but literally everything's just about the Capitol insurrection.
Right. Well, I'm not concerned about current events this week. New Year's is fine.
Okay. Well, before we move into Jill's Kitty Corner, I do just want to share that it's the start of Mardi Gras season.
Mm-hmm.
We're recording this on Epiphany.
Whatever that means.
It's when the 3 wise men found the baby Jesus.
Okay.
I mean, that's what it's supposed to celebrate. They probably found, whatever. What's your favorite part about Mardi Gras?
When it's over.
Not even these king cakes I made? I made king cake donuts.
Yeah, king cake's probably my favorite part. If I was to say if I liked any part of Mardi Gras.
Guess who's not getting a king cake when I come back from Mardi Gras?
Okay.
Mr. Negativity. When it's over.
I said what I said.
Yeah, and I'll be eating that Gambino's all by myself.
Whatever.
Cream cheese filling.
All right,
Okay, yes. Jill's Kitty Corner. I don't have a Jill's Kitty Corner.
Okay.
Do I literally have nothing to talk about with kitties?
All right, so the cats are healthy and we love them. Pixie's neurotic as ever. Goose gets jealous. Blase, blase, blah.
I guess y'all can tell that we're recording at the end of the night. Jesse's tired.
Yeah. and Jill will just talk forever. I said it.
I don't have to do the podcast with you.
No, it's fine. I'm glad you come. No one else does. No, I mean, I haven't invited anyone for a while, actually.
Oh, I thought that was a sex joke.
Oh, wow. I didn't think about that. I meant, who actually will do the podcast, but I haven't asked, officially invited anyone in a while, so maybe I should
people say yes when you invite them.
Maybe I should, yeah. Well, anyways, thanks for, I appreciate you being on the podcast every week, Jill. Nevertheless.
I do have a Jill's Kitty Corner.
Okay.
Welcome to Jill's Kitty Corner. Meow. Okay, so this actually could be in the current events as well. Jesse, did you read about this? About the Pope saying people who choose animals are selfish and losing part of their humanity?
What?
Yes. Okay, so the Pope, first off, we're not Catholic, in case it's not obvious, said that people who choose to raise pets instead of children, or have one kid and be done, but then have 4 dogs, that's an exact quote, not exact, but close enough, are selfish and are giving away a piece of their humanity by not choosing parenthood, which doesn't make sense if they already have one child. What, are you more of a mother the more kids you have? That doesn't make any sense. So, obviously, this made me very mad.
But doesn't he, not have kids? Because he's a priest?
That's literally... So, John Qualls texted me this, and that's literally exactly what he said. He was like, wait, you have a kid, Pope, and then come back to me. And it made the part about it being selfish, well, we just know that's not true. first off, he was talking about like, well, people could adopt or foster. Okay, well, we've been like waiting for someone to just throw us a kid, and it's impossible to get a kid. It's so expensive. And then even if you do get a kid, there's stigma of having foster children. People have, like, that's a whole thing that needs to be addressed. And then once you get the kid, who's going to pay for all this child care? You know, I can board my cats. The amount of money I've spent on cat sitting would pay for like an hour at daycare, and my cats have been here for 10 years. Like, come on. Anyways, also losing my humanity. Excuse me. The Pope needs to commit to loving something with his entire soul, knowing that it will die before you do, and that every day could be it. And then he can talk to me about humanity.
Well, first he needs, for humanity's sake, he needs to commit to extradition of pedophiles and stop saving them.
Well, that was the different Pope.
Whatever.
Right?
I assume they all do it.
If he doesn't like animals, then you know he's a bad person. I don't care if he's Pope.
Anyways, that's my opinion.
He's not the mouthpiece of God. Luther is. Right, Luther? I love you.
I am, in fact, a Protestant and have faith.
See? Look at how amazing this is. I just said Luther's name and he came
that,
No, he went to the food.
And that wraps up Jill's Kitty Corner.
That's it for Jill's angry anti-Catholic Pope Kitty Corner. Meow! I'm not angry at Catholics, just Pope needs to shut it.
Sure. Yeah. Anyways, that ends this week's episode of the Ramblin' Reynolds podcast. I hope you all enjoy this week's episode. And throughout all of listen, since I've done this podcast since 2019, I'm closing in on 1,800 downloads throughout that whole time. And I hope you like the new logo. Sorry, folks, I can't figure out how to change it on Apple Podcasts for whatever reason. But on the other platforms, the new logo is there. So, anyways, follow me on Instagram at Ramblin' Reynolds, and send subject matter that you would like to hear on the podcast at ramblinreynolds@gmail.com, and like and subscribe to the podcast on whatever platform you listen to, and leave a review. That's a good way to support the podcast. All right, thanks for listening, and goodbye.